Introduction to Interfaces in TypeScript. Hello, everyone. We're going to look into an exciting feature of TypeScript interfaces. So TypeScript, as many of you know, extends JavaScript by adding types to the language. And this not only helps in catching errors early, but also improves the overall manageability of the code you write. Our focus today is interfaces, and interfaces are a powerful way to define contracts within your code, as well as to enforce certain structures for your objects and classes. Basics of interfaces. So let's look at the basics. An interface in TypeScript is a way to define a contract on a custom type. And interfaces tell the compiler what the shape of an object should be. So here is an example of how you can define a simple interface. We have interface person, and this person has name and age, and name as string and age as number. So in this example, you can assign this interface to a variable like this. So we have a student variable, and then student variable would have name and age, and we would let's set this to be a person. So this helps ensure your data structures are consistent and reducing errors and improving readability. Advantages of using interfaces. So using interfaces comes with numerous benefits. First, it enhances type safety. This means fewer surprises when your application runs because you catch errors at compile time rather than at runtime. Interfaces also make your code more readable and maintainable as they clearly define what is expected. Lastly, they improve tooling support, giving you better auto-completion and refactoring capabilities in editors like VS Code. Interface contracts. So interfaces are flexible. You can define properties to be optional or read-only. Here is an example of each. We have employee interface, and we can see that age is marked with a question mark. This means that age is a optional property, so you don't necessarily have to supply this. And we can also see that car interface, it has a read-only mark on make and model. And what this means is that read-only properties cannot be changed after their initial assignment. These features help you write safer and more predictable code. Extending interfaces. So interfaces can extend other interfaces, and this allows you to compose reusable components. So for example, we have animal interface, and animal interface has species, but we have pet interface. Pet extends animal. This means that pet inherits the property from animal, and adds its own. This is useful for building up complex types from simpler ones, thus promoting reusability and maintainability. Implementing an interface with classes. So interfaces are not only for plain objects, they can also be implemented by classes. And this enforces that the classes adhere to a certain structure. We can see that we have interface person. We've seen this in previous slides. And we have employee class that implements person interface. So when a class implements an interface, it must follow the contract defined by the interface, ensuring consistency across instances. Interfaces for function types. So interfaces can also define function types, and this makes it easy to specify the inputs and outputs for functions. So we have this example, search func interface, and we have source and substring. They both are string, and the return type is Boolean. So this ensures that any function assigned to it matches the specified signature, improving reliability and predictability of function behavior. Conclusion, so interfaces are a core part of TypeScript, and interfaces offer a powerful way to ensure your code is structured correctly. And they make it easier to write, read, and maintain. So if you're working on TypeScript projects, I encourage you to look into integrating interfaces and see the benefits for yourself. And if you want to learn more about interfaces, I encourage you to take a look at TypeScript documentation, specifically on interfaces. Thank you everyone for listening.